Top 10 richest women in the world. What if I told you that women-owned businesses generate a whopping $1.8 trillion a year? That's right, because the US now has 12.3 million women running successful businesses. These are the women that mark their name on the pages of history, and on our today's list as well. Hello everyone, and welcome to RichAddict. Today, we have compiled for you a list of top 10 richest women in the world. Before we start the video, hit that like button and make sure you have subscribed to our channel for amazing videos. And let's begin. A strong woman builds her own world when she is given proper space and freedom. It is always good to see a woman grow and become one of the leading persons of the world. Obviously, men are leading in most of the tech giant firms, but a few women have also become the richest women to run the world by leading several industries, including fashion and retail, food and beverage, and real estate. In addition, a few famous families are described in the visualization. Let's start our list and have a sneak peek into who they are. Number 10. Yajun. Net worth $17.9 billion. Blessing our list at number 10, we have Yajun with an estimated net worth of $17.9 billion. Looking at her wealth, you must be guessing what her area of work is. Well, it's none other than real estate. Yajun is the co-founder and CEO of Hong Kong-based real estate developer Long4 Properties. Like every billionaire, Wu didn't get everything served on a silver platter. She earned it. Before entering the real estate business, Wu was graduated as an engineering student and worked as a journalist. In 1993, Wu, alongside her ex-husband Kai Kui, co-founded Long4. He divorced his husband in 2012, and he no longer has a role in the company. In 2017, her property development company reportedly brought in $10.7 billion US in revenue. And in the same year, 300 million people had visited Long4 shopping malls. Number 9. Zhong Huiyan. Net worth $18.9 billion. Zhong Huiyan is the chairwoman of Chinese drug manufacturer Hansoh Pharmaceutical Group, which build oncology, psychoactive, anti-diabetic, and other drugs. She shares the possession of over 75% in this company with her daughter Susanne. The stock of her pharma business rose 10% from early January through mid-March, when coronavirus was most dominant in her home country. Before building her billion-dollar pharmaceutical business, Zhong was a chemistry teacher. Currently, she is married to Sun Piaoyang, who is also a billionaire and chairman of Jiangsu Hengrui Medicine. Number 8. Laurene Powell Jobs. Net worth $19.9 billion. If you have any of the Apple products in use, you got to thank Steve Jobs for all his creativity and a $1 trillion startup idea. But obviously, this list isn't about men. So at number 8 stands Laurene Powell Jobs, the wife of late Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. She inherited $20 billion in stakes in Apple and Disney when her husband died, but that is not what defines her assets entirely. She is a businesswoman herself and serves as an executive and the founder of Emerson Collective, which promotes the policies concerning education and immigration reform, social justice, and environmental conservation. Since then, she has ventured on to invest in journalism, taking a majority stake in The Atlantic magazine, as well as investing in 2 nonprofit publications, Mother Jones and ProPublica. She also has invested in a coding school and set up the Emerson Collective that helps with immigration and education reform. Giving a peek into her affluent lifestyle, Powell Jobs in May 2018 spent $16.8 million on a 6-bedroom San Francisco mansion, which gave an unobstructed view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Money, mansions, and luxurious lifestyles. What more can one ask for? Number 7. Susanne Klatten. Net worth $24.2 billion. The wealthiest European female stands at number 7 on the list. Susanne Klatten is a German and has a mixture of cars and pharmaceutical companies as her wealth-generating streams. She inherited 50% of chemical firm Atlanta AG when her parents died, while she and her brother also owned nearly 50% of BMW. Soon after, she took Atlanta private, making it all fall under her assets, as well as buying up stakes in several other companies from wind power to graphite production. Number 6. Jacqueline Mars. Net worth $28.9 billion. The 79-year-old Jacqueline owns a third of Candy Company, which is known for M&M's and Milky Way bars, the world's largest confectioner, which was set up by her grandfather Frank in 1911. She worked for the family-owned firm for almost 20 years and stayed on board up until 2016. The director of Mars' board of directors is her son Stephen Badger. Now, Jacqueline is represented as a philanthropist, chairing the boards for the Washington National Opera and the National Archives, among others. Another fun fact that you might be unaware about Mars is that it is one of the largest producers of pet food in the US. Number 5. Yang Huiyan and family. Net worth $30.6 billion. Yan Huiyan, the 37-year-old, holds a degree from Ohio State University and inherited most of her majority stakes, around 57%, from her father's Chinese property giant Country Garden Holdings, which has ridden the wave of China's building boom. She also runs the Bright Scholar Education Holdings, which is a Chinese education company that was made public on the New York Stock Exchange in 2007. According to its website, in 2016, Country Garden was announced to be the third biggest property developer worldwide. During the COVID-19 pandemic, her company has set up robotic, automated food-serving stations in Wuhan to feed Chinese medical workers. Number 4. Julia Koch and family. Net worth $44.9 billion. Coming in at number 4, she is new on this year's list. She joined the run to billionaires rank after she and her 3 children acquired a 42% stake in Koch Industries from her husband David, who died in August at the age of 79. She moved to New York City in the 1980s and started working as an assistant to fashion designer Adolfo. She has also worked with several high-profile clients, among which is infamous First Lady Nancy Reagan. Julia met David in 1991, and they both got married in 1996. Being a billionaire and a philanthropist, she, alongside her husband, has donated $10 million to Mount Sinai Medical Center and another $10 million for studying food allergies to Stanford's Children's Hospital. Number 3. MacKenzie Scott. Net worth $62.7 billion. Holding a stake of at least $35.6 billion in Amazon alone, MacKenzie Scott swoops her position at number 3 on our list, but her actual net worth is likely to be more than this. The 48-year-old wealthiest woman had 4 children with the Jeff Bezos, whom she met while working together at a hedge fund and later got married to in 1993. MacKenzie settled a divorce with her ex-husband and billionaire Jeff Bezos, and the settlement gave her $38 billion in 2019. The Californian woman was one of Amazon's first employees, having joined as an accountant. Her publishing involves 2 well-reviewed fiction books, and she was trained under author Toni Morrison, who praised her as one of her best-ever students. MacKenzie Scott also set up an anti-bullying association named Bystander Revolution, which encourages the simple habits of kindness, bravery, and inclusion. Number 2. Alice Walton. Net worth $68.1 billion. The 69-year-old is the only daughter of U.S. supermarket giant Walmart's founder, Sam Walton. Nonetheless, unlike her 2 brothers, she aloof herself from the family company and focused on the arts, becoming the chairman of the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in the family's hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas. There is market turbulence across the globe, but Walton's fortune has increased 23% since last year. She does not hold a position in Walmart, but helping to lead a program. The Walton Family Foundation will issue $300 million in bonds to help lease schools to renovate the facilities and to invest in it. Number 1. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers and family. Net worth $66.3 billion. On the top of the list we have for you, the French heiress to the L'Oreal Cosmetics fortune, who, along with her family, owns 33% of the company. The 65-year-old bequeathed her assets mostly from her mother Liliane Bettencourt, who died in September 2017 at the age of 94. The two had been separated and faced a long dispute in 2007. Bettencourt Meyers filed a lawsuit when she raised concerns that members of her support team were exploiting her mother amid declining health, but they resolved it in the years before her mother's death. Bettencourt Meyers is also an academic and has published several books on Greek gods and Jewish-Christian relations. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more luxurious content in the future, and hit the like button.